This video was made possible by our friends over at NIKAZ Motors. They are located in Lagos, Ikorodu. They have some very clean used cars there, and you can always check them out. A link will be placed in the video description to their location. Thank you for joining me. This is a 2014 Toyota Corolla, but this is the S package. The Corolla line is, particularly for this model, is divided into three major groups. You have the first one, which is the LE, you have the LE Echo, and you have this, the S. So this is high on top of the range. So the S package is an appearance and performance package. What that means is that it improves the appearance of the exterior and the interior of the car, and it adds a little performance to the car. Very little performance, so little in fact that it's not perceivable to everyone, but it's just small things. All right, so let's talk about the exterior side. So you have three things. Actually, there are four things to note. You have the front grille. Now the front grille has been restyled, giving this sporty look. I think it looks better that way. I love the way the black comes down a bit, and I like how it sits well with the headlights. It's better, so it looks better. Another thing to note is the wheels. The wheels have been changed, and it's a sporty wheel. It's between, I think, 16 or 17 inch in size. It's good, very good looking wheels, and it just improves the appearance of the car from the side. Another thing to note is that the side mirrors, we have indicators integrated into them. So when you put on your signal, your turn signal, it displays on the mirror, at the back of the mirror. So that's another thing that the S package adds to the Corolla. Another thing, and I think the last one to note, is the boot. So it has this small spoiler. It's not effective like that, but then it just makes the car look more integrated. And the design, I think I love the design of the car. It looks very matured, probably too matured for its own good, but I think this is supposed to be a small executive car. So the design, follows that ethos very well. So the lines from the side to the rear is very strong and very cohesive, and it's just nice from the front to the back. I love that very much. And so everything from the front, the sides, the back, the car stands well, and I think it will age beautifully. That's if it's treated well. So that's for the exterior package. Now the interior is you have a mixture of leather and plastic and cloth. So anywhere that your hands frequently touch, they have leather. For example, this is soft leather. The other side here is just plastic. The plastic is designed to look like leather, so be mindful of that. I love the horizontal feel of the way the dashboard is shaped. Very swoopy, very taut. That's good. And I love the fact that they have this blue line flowing through the cabin, and they have chrome flowing through the cabin. Yes, so those are the things that I love about that. And then the seat is quite comfortable. I think it would hold any size well. I'm not too big, but I think I sink right in. And I have a little adjustment on the side, and I think I'm sitting in the seat and not on the seat, which makes it good. The adjustment for the seat is mechanical, so you have to pull it to come forward or to go backward. I would have loved an electronic adjustment, because this is an expensive car, and you would think that Toyota would have given us an electronic adjuster for the seats, but it's mechanical. The seat is this. It's a cloth leather rear seat, so it has leather on the upper side, and then it has cloth on my back side. That's the same way it is for all the seats. And no matter where you're sitting in this car, I think you'll be very comfortable. Despite how small it looks from the outside, it's actually quite roomy in here, because they prioritize space. So you have space for your leg, space for the back seat, and space everywhere. So what is powering the car? The car is powered by a i4, that's an inline 4. four plug, if you will. So it's a 4-plug engine, it's a 4-cylinder engine, and it produces about 132 horsepower. The transmission is a CVT, that's a continuous variable transmission. It's a very weird transmission, and a lot of people don't know what it is, but what that means for you as a driver, CVT makes the power flow more linear, so have that in mind. It's front wheel drive, and it's front engine and front wheel drive. The engine and the gearbox are integrated in the front. Good for mechanics, because we need space to work basically, so that's good. And the engine is sort of in so many cars that so many mechanics can work on the car with their eyes closed. So yeah, top speed of this car is 117 miles an hour, and it will do 0 to 60 miles an hour in 8.6 seconds. So it's not a speed demon, but it can move. So when you want to overtake, when you want to go somewhere quickly, it can move. With a rear view camera, reversing in the Corolla will be a breeze. The Corolla has 13 cubic inch of trunk space and folding seats. Right, so who is this car for? Now this car is a family car. It can take about 4 adults plus the driver in comfort. So it's a family car. It can be a work car. I describe this as a small executive car, because one of the things I notice about executives is that they want something restrained, and this car is very restrained in its design and its interior. So you have a little bit of comfort and restrained, so that kind of thing. So it's a car good for restraint. How much does it cost? It costs anywhere between 5 million and 4.1. So it will depend, the price that you get will depend on the state of the car. So when you're buying this car, you want to check everywhere. You want to bring a mechanic with you. This particular one is very clean, like super clean. You can, I mean, when I look at it, I know that it hasn't been used for a long time, so it's almost new. So if you can get this one for 4.6 million, I don't think that's such a bad deal. Plus you must bargain, as always. I mean, it's Nigeria, we all have to bargain anyway. So right, thank you for staying tuned. God bless you.